Alrighty, good evening, everyone, and welcome. My name is Edward Daniels. I am the executive producer of Monologue Madness here in Washington, D.C. But tonight I am excited, so excited to be here with Transformation Theater, Inc. as they celebrate their second anniversary, 2-year anniversary. So very proud of the team here and the 2-minute monologue challenge. So first, I want to thank all of our sponsors. Before I do that, Transformation's 2-year anniversary, as I said again, Transformation celebrating 2 years of developing new plays that tell stories of underrepresented and marginalized people. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors for the evening. Without them, we could not make this event possible. Our first sponsor, please help me in thanking David and Evelyn White from Philadelphia, PA, Dr. Taylor of the McCullough Chiropractic in Laurel, Maryland, Dr. Daniel Raymond, thoracic surgeon at the Cleveland Clinic in Cleveland, Ohio, Dr. George and Lori Ozer from Wilmington, Delaware, and Lorraine Robinson. Thank you so much again to all of our sponsors. We can't express our gratitude enough. So let me go over just how tonight will work. Tonight, you'll be watching as 22 actors present their 2-minute monologue for a chance to win a grand prize of $1,220. Each actor was selected from an overwhelming number of actors who submitted their audition tapes digitally to our casting folks. Tonight, the 22 finalists will be judged based on presentation, connection to material, believability of character, and appropriateness to the Transformation Theater, Inc. mission. Each finalist was given the option of using the audition monologue that they submitted, or they could choose a new one to present live tonight. The order of presentations was randomly selected, and in case of a tie, those who are tied will be given 2 minutes. Again, a play on our 2 theme here as we celebrate the second anniversary, to prepare a monologue that was selected by the artistic director. Once all of our judges' scores are calculated, we will be announcing the winners. And once again, they are competing for our second runner-up prize of $122, our first runner-up cash prize of $222, and our grand prize of $1,220. So there's also one more prize at stake, and this is where you, our viewing audience, comes in. Tonight, you will get to select our audience choice winner. This winner will be guaranteed a role with the Transformation Theater in an upcoming 2022 virtual reading series. And in order to select our audience choice winner, you can look on the screen here below. You can text Jordan Young 355 to 22333. Again, just text Jordan Young right there, 355 to 22333 to join the poll. Now, when you join the poll, you can use the letter A for first to vote for your favorite actor, or V for last, and we will get those poll results at the end of tonight's show. Now it's my pleasure to introduce you all to our judges for the evening. Our first judge is Kimberly Skern. Kimberly Skern is a 30-year veteran in the film and television industry. She entered the business as a casting director and is a proud member of the Casting Society of America. In addition to casting, she's a director, producer, and writer. And in her words, the short answer is a storytelling artist. She has collaboratively cast certain shows, including the Netflix series House of Cards, Starz series The Girlfriend Experience, Unsolved Mysteries, Deep Impact, Beloved, The Pelican Brief, True Lies, and numerous independent feature films and short films as well. Her 3-decade-old passion and dedication to the art of non-traditional casting has earned her a stellar reputation in the industry. And Kimberly frequently lectures nationally and internationally about the casting process, independent film production, the state of women in the industry, and collaboration of writers, directors, and casting directors. Please join me in welcoming Kimberly Skern.
Hey, so happy to be here tonight. I look forward to seeing actors that I've seen before, as well as meeting some new people and on this amazing panel. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, Kimberly. And next up, we have Broadway, West End, and Canadian actress and musician and songwriter who created the role of Mimi in the original West End London production of Rent, one of my favorite musicals. She has performed in the UK and Australian tours of Jesus Christ Superstar and played Ellen Rios in the feature film The Descent Part 2 from Lionsgate. Please welcome Kristen Cummings.
Hello, good evening. Thank you so much for having me. I look forward to hearing your work and seeing it.
Alrighty, thank you, Kristen, for being with us. Our next judge is no stranger to stage and screen. He was the associate director for the Tony Award-winning Broadway revival of She Loves Me, starring Zachary Levi, Laura Benanti, and Jane Krakowski. His New York and regional credits include The Witness Project, Little Shop of Horrors reunion concert with Alan Menken, Small Town Confessions, Buyer and Seller, My Name is Asher Lev, Torch Song Trilogy, Fiddler on the Roof, Becoming Dr. Ruth, A Chorus Line here in the DC area at Olney Theater, The Whipping Man, and Dreamgirls. Film credits includes Macy's Singing Christmas Tree, Jersey Christmas, Bang Boom Pow, and concerts including the Judy Garland Songbook and Bernstein's Broadway. He is currently on the faculty of the New York Film Academy. Please welcome Stephen Nakami.
Hey, everybody. So glad to be here tonight. And I'm excited to see you all, your work, and the stories you will tell tonight. Glad to be here.
Thank you, Stephen. Glad to have you here. And next, he is the owner and operator of Hanno Casting, a New York-based casting director and creative consultant with notable credits, including Slay Play, Mud, Work in Progress, Wonder Boy, and many others. Most recently, he was casting director for Transformation Theater's virtual reading of You Were Mine by Rachel Lynette. Charlie Hanno is a proud member of the transgender community. Please welcome Charlie Hanno.
Oh.
Charlie, you're muted.
No! Thank you so much for having me, folks, and I can't wait to see the work that you do tonight.
Thank you, Charlie. And last but absolutely never least, her one-woman show, Ethel, was last seen at the Alliance Theater in Atlanta, Georgia in the spring of 2016. Her Broadway credits include Three Penny Opera, Thoroughly Modern Millie, Swinging on a Star, Into the Woods, Just So Sorry's, Dreamgirls, Honky Tonk Nights, UB, and Showboat, the London 1998 original cast. She's been seen off-Broadway in Taking a Chance on Love, And the World Goes Round, Lady Day, Almost Heaven, in national tours of Copacabana, Showboat, Bubbling Brown Sugar, A Grand Night for Singing, and concert appearances including Duke Ellington Orchestra, Venice, Oslo, Norway Jazz Festival, and many others. She never sleeps. Please welcome Terry Burrell.
Hi, everybody. So excited for you, excited to see you, and excited for all the stuff I'm going to steal after tonight.
Thank you, Terry. All righty. So our judges will now be off camera as our monologue performances begin. And now for our first actor. Our first actor is a 25-year-old senior acting major at UMBC. And he says he's certain about one thing. I want to act. I want to learn, improve, and become one of the best actors that I can be, but also a standout actor wherever I go. Please welcome our first actor for the evening, Khalid Taylor.
Hi, how you doing? Oh, all right. Do I just go? All right, I guess I just go. I'll be performing Clay's monologue from The Dutchman. I'm not telling you again, Tallulah Bankhead. Luxury in your face and your fingers. You're telling me what I ought to do. Well, don't. Don't you tell me anything. If I'm a fake middle-class white man, then let me be. And let me be in the way I want. I will rip your lousy breasts off. Let me be who I feel like being. Uncle Tom, Thomas, whoever. It is none of your damn business. You don't know anything except for what's there for you to see. An act, lies, device. Not the pure heart. The pumping black heart. You don't ever know that. And I sit here in this button-up shirt to keep from cutting all your throats. You, great liberated whore. You fuck some black man and right away you're an expert on black people. What a lot of shit that is. All you know is you come if he bangs you hard enough. And that's all. The belly rub! You wanted to do the belly rub. You don't even know how. That old dippity dip shit you do, rolling your ass like an elephant, that ain't my kind of belly rub. Belly rub is not Queens. Belly rub is dark rooms with big hats and overcoats held up on one arm. Belly rub hates you. Those old four-eyed, bald-headed off-rays popping their fingers, they say, I love Bessie Smith. And don't understand that Bessie Smith is saying, kiss my ass. Kiss my black, unruly ass. Before love, suffering, desire, anything you can explain, she is saying, and very plainly, kiss my black ass. And if you don't know that, then you're the one doing the kissing.
And thank you, Khalid. Alrighty, next up here, we have a New York-based actor. She was born and raised in South Korea and moved to New York in the early 90s. She's been studying acting at the Anthony Meidel Actors Workshop and taking private lessons from their master class. Started modeling first, but quickly became interested in acting. She's worked on various feature films, short films, and multimedia and TV projects, playing leading and supporting roles, including Bobbert, finalist in the Pan-African Film Festival, Fishbones, Dear Dear Diary, 6 Degrees of Murder, Mystery at the Museum, and many others. She is fluent in both English and Korean. Please welcome Bora Odd.
Hi, my name is Bora and I'll be performing Ray in Aubergine. Do you remember the night I tried to cook dinner for you? Remember that? I just completed a cooking school in France and wanted to show you what I learned and make you understand how important all this was to me. I thought about the menu for weeks. Every scrap of knowledge that I accumulated, I poured into this menu. I wanted to astonish, no, shock and awe. That's what I was going for. And I was so proud of myself, so stupidly proud of myself. And my meal comes, my 18-course tasting menu meal comes. And this is what I hear. Interesting. This is foie gras terrine with the truffles and a rainier cherry relish. Interesting. This is seared Nantucket Bay scallops with the lemon verbena and sorrel. Interesting. I wanted to kill myself. No, I didn't want to kill myself until later that night when I came downstairs to find you eating ramen noodle in the kitchen because you were hungry. Ichiban instant ramen noodle, 49 cents per bag. I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't become what you wanted me to be. But I wish you could have known how good I was at what I do. And this thing that you've carried all your life. You can set it down now. I'm here to pick it up for you.
And next here on our virtual stage, a Los Angeles native who began acting at the age of 67. He tells us, I called an acting coach and asked if he would be too old to fit in with other students. The acting coach said, stop whining and get the hell over to his class. That was 11 years ago. A colleague once said something about actors that had a profound impact on him. That quote, we speak for others who can't speak for themselves. It's a big responsibility. Bill says he's thrilled and honored to be a finalist in tonight's competition. Please welcome to the virtual stage, Bill Goldman.
Hello, I'm William Goldman, and this is opera. Opera. That's what it was. She used to wake me every goddamn morning singing in the shower. And mind you, I hate the fucking opera. But hers was soft and subtle. Not that fat lady fuss. When she passed, you know how when you wake up in the morning, but you're still dreaming? Well, I could hear her. My Rhonda in her low soprano. And before the night cleared from my head, I could feel her. She was right here. She was right here. And then the day would rush in and everything would be gone. I'm sorry. The thing is, I can't hear her anymore. And that's what I miss most. She used to love to dress up when we went out. And she started the treatment. She lost her beautiful hair. But she left. She said, wearing this wig makes me feel like every day is a special dress-up day. There are no dress-up days, and there are no special days anymore. Thank you.
And our next actor is a graduate of the NYU Tisch School of the Arts with a BFA in drama from the Experimental Theater Wing. She's a young, vibrant theater and film actress with a wide emotional range. She's been described as having a firecracker energy and spent the summer of 2019 as a member of the Williamstown Theater Festival non-equity company. She's been waiting out the pandemic in her New York apartment with her dog Lily and says that she can't wait until it's safe for theaters to open again. Please welcome Emily Oliveira.
Hi, my name is Emily Oliveira, and I will be performing Caitlin from A Devil Inside by David Lindsay Abaire. Professor Raymond? Your lecture was wonderful. Anna Karenina is my favorite novel. I'm Caitlin Boyd. I'm in your Russian lit class. Your lectures aroused me. I wanted to let you know that I have been in love with you since October. I'm sorry. I swore I wasn't going to say that. You want me to go away, but I can't. Something is pulling me towards you. You scare me, and I love that you do. I love that you scare me. I love you. I stole your journal. Your writing is very sketchy. You leave parts out and pages are missing. It's wonderful. I made Xeroxes of the most interesting pages, and I tacked them around my bed so I could fall asleep at night with your words swirling around me. I want to help you. You can't plan a murder. You can't get it out of your head. Let me help you kill him. I want to. I want to kill him. I want to lead a horrible and passionate life. I want to be like you. Let me help you. Please, I'll do whatever you want. I will tell everyone if you don't. Let me help you. Let me. Let me, please.
Jared in The Intoxicated, and the 2016 Rock Award for Best Play of the Year for Four Men on a Couch. Vincenzo has related experience in radio voiceover for commercials and documentaries, also familiar with stage setup and breakdown, lighting, sound, and stage change. Please welcome to the virtual stage, Vincenzo McNeil.
My name is Vincenzo McNeil. The play, part I'm going to be doing is a soldier's play. He's the kind of boy that seems innocent, Wilkie. Got everyone around the post think he's a strong black buck. Hits home runs. White boys envy his strength, the speed, his power, and swing. Then this colored champion lets some same white boys call him Shine or Sambo at the officers' club. They laugh at his blues songs. He just smiles. Can't talk. Barely read or write his own name. Don't care. Or he'll tell you that they like him, or that colored folks ain't supposed to have but so much sense. Do you know the damage one ignorant Negro can do? We were in France, Wilkie, during the First War. We had won decorations. But them white boys had told all them French gals that we had tails. And they found this one ignorant colored soldier and paid him to tie a tail to his ass and parade around naked, making monkey sounds. They put him on this big round table in the Cafe Napoleon, put a reed in his hand, a crown on his head, and a blanket on his shoulders. They made him eat bananas in front of them Frenchies. And oh, them white boys, they danced that night. Passed out leaflets with that boy's picture on it. Called him Moonshine, king of the monkeys. And when we slit his throat, do you know that fool asked us what he had done wrong? My daddy was right. We got to turn our backs on his kind, Wilkie. Close our ranks to the chitlins and collard greens and cornbread style. We are men, soldiers. And I don't intend for our race to be cheated out of its place of honor and respect in this war on account of fools like CJ.
And up next here, we have a full-time children's fitness center director and a part-time performing artist and coach. She focuses primarily on teaching children advanced modeling and acting techniques. Check out her theater podcast, 10 Till Places, a theater podcast on all music streaming platforms or the Broadway Podcast Network. She chats with tons of incredible artists about their particular craft and their perspective on the evolution of theater from the eyes of early professionals. She's also so humble to be grouped with the best actors in this competition. Please welcome to the virtual stage, Aliyah Gardner.
Hello, everybody. My name is Aliyah Gardner, and I'll be performing a monologue from the play Extremities. This monologue, trigger warning for those who may need it. This monologue includes talk of rape and assault. So if that offends you, please leave now. Police. Charges. Money. Time. Judge. Jury. Proof. It's his word against mine. Defendant's attorney, a two-piece button-down, summa cum laude, fresh from Harvard. Fuck off. Did my client rape you? No. Assault you? Yes. How? With a pillow. Evidence? None. Witnesses? None. But did you beat him and tie him up and lock him in a fireplace? That's 6 months for me, and that animal goes free. And if I survive being locked up, then what do I do? Do I come home and lock myself up? Or do I move 3,000 miles away and change my name and unlist my phone or get a dog? I don't want to taste my vomit every time the doorbell rings. And I don't want to flinch every time a man touches me, and I won't wear a goddamn whistle. I want to live my life. So he is never leaving this house. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed.
Alrighty, everyone. Moving along here, our next actor is a SAG-AFTRA award-winning actress, writer, and producer. Her credits include the Tiva DC Peer Award role on HBO's Hung, her BroadwayWorld.com nominated role for Angels in America Millennium Approaches, the Cannes Film Festival's Where Beautiful People Do Ugly Things, CBS's Bull, HBO's The Corner, True TV's Forensics Files, and Netflix's House of Cards. This is Tawanda Underdew. She's a published poet who opened for Maya Angelou to Sonia Sanchez. She can currently be seen in the social relevant film festival, New York's In the Age of COVID, and the web series Black Oaks. Please welcome to the virtual stage, Tawanda Underdew.
Tawanda Underdew, doing. I am short, black, a woman, fat, P-H-A-T, taking my power back. I am the real-life documentary to the fictional story you tell about me, marginalized by many, favored by the Most High. I am Nina's tan, sweet thing. I am the girl with the broken smile, and she will be. I am somebody. I am down in the Delta singing the sound of music. I am backwoods and inner city. I am gospel and Mozart. I am collard greens and pork chops. I am a veggie burger if I like. I am tropical and temporal, tolerant and a token not. I breathe the fresh oxygen-tanked air of freedom in a toxic world. Keep keeping me alive. I am the granddaughter of a sharecropper, a single teenage mother, a project living, government cheese eating, crystal drinking, educated, the only one in the room representing my peoples. I am Ebonics in the Queen's English. I am duality in spades. Read me, feel me, breathe me in, brothers and sisters of the universe, for the 23 in me of thee I seek. For I am the Irishman, potato poor and dying to break free. I am the Frenchman in a miserable revolution. I am the Englishman seeking religious freedom. I am the Nigerian mother of the market, fighting racial and social injustice and genocide. I am that Gold Coast baby snatched across the Atlantic. I am my master's pleasure. Me too, we too. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am all the metals, resilient and strong. I am Lady Liberty rising up in a sea for freedom. I am kind, smart, important, not the help, but here to help. I am phenomenal, gorgeous inside and out. My complexity meets the best in me, and I am doing.
Thank you, Tawanda. And next on our virtual stage here, we have a Chicago-based actress. Our next actor has performed at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, the Folger Shakespeare Theater, Z-Space, Island Shakespeare Festival, Sacramento Theater Company, and the Guthrie Theater. She's recently completed her BFA in performance at Southern Oregon University. Past roles including Nina in Seagull, Emily Webb in Our Town, Catherine Petkoff in The Arms and the Man, and Marnie in The Drunken City. Currently playing Elizabeth Ancelet on The Sojourn. Please welcome Emily Serdal.
Hi, I'm Emily Serdal. I'm performing a monologue from the Laramie Project. I was the first out lesbian or gay faculty member in Laramie, and that was in 1992, so not that long ago. At my interview, they asked me what my husband did for a living, and I came out then. Do you want to hear a funny story? When you're a new faculty member, they make you do all this stuff, and I was sitting in my office one day, and I noticed this woman had called me, and I thought it was like a health insurance phone call or something, so I called her back, and I said, "Hello, this is Catherine Connolly. I'm returning your phone call." And she goes, "Oh, it's you." And I thought, this is bizarre. And she goes, I hear you're gay. I heard that." I was like, "Uh-huh." And she goes, "I heard you came as a couple. You know, I am too. I mean, I'm not a couple. I'm an individual, but I'm also gay." And so I guess this woman who was a lesbian, who knew that I was coming, wanted to meet me immediately. And then later she told me that there were other lesbians in town who wouldn't be seen in public with me because I would irreparably taint them. Well, the arraignment was on Friday, and at the end of it, the judge read a statement of the facts, just a statement of the facts. And I'm someone who knows how to take care of themselves, and I was fucking terrified. Yeah, so my response has been to be pretty catatonic. I'm not sleeping, I'm not eating. I've been very, don't leave me with Lisa, and all the lesbians who won't be seen with me in public. Thank you.
And next here on our virtual stage, thrilled to be a part of this competition. Our next actor's previous work includes Broadway's Billy Elliot in the original cast, off-Broadway #MeToo plays, Creativa, Treasure Island, Jungle Book, Dolce Vita, Alice in Wonderland, regional Olney Theater, Over the Tavern, Signature Theater's Saving Amy, voiceover work including Fallout 3, educated at Rider University with a BFA, and a proud member of Actors Equity since 2008. Also a member of SAG-AFTRA. Please welcome Corianne Stein.
Hi, my name is Corianne Stein, and this is Lynn's monologue from Hometown Premiere. I am not a Hollywood star yet, but someday I will be. Do you know how hard it is to constantly have to keep up an appearance and worry about fitting in and not saying the wrong thing? You never have any real conversations or tell anyone what you really feel. There was this time I was in a drugstore and in comes this well-dressed man. As he hands me his card, he says he is an agent and he is casting for a film. He thinks I'm right for the part. He asks me to follow him back to his office. So I did. He leads me into this elegant room where I'm surrounded by photos of stars, Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. He says they are his clients. Naturally, I wanted to get the best agent I could. He asks me to sit on the couch. Before I know it, he is all over me. His smelly breath is choking me. His clammy hands are fondling me. I thought for sure he was going to rape me. What saved me was someone knocked on the door. He jumped up and I ran out of there like a bat out of hell. Just thinking about it now makes me cringe. Thank you.
And thank you, Corianne. And our next performer is a theater, film, and voice actor in Atlanta, Georgia, with an MFA in theatrical performance from the University of Florida. Recent performances include Edgar Allan Poe's Mystery Theater, Double Raven Studios, Richard III, Lord Capulet, and Caliban. Hamlet in Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead, as well as dozens of audiobook narration credits for Audible.com in both fiction and nonfiction titles. Please welcome to the stage, Paul McLean.
Hi, Paul McLean, Damaged by DC Cathro. First off, if you ever call him Stumpy again, I will kick your ass. He is magnificent. If anyone is damaged here, it's me. Because I am the damaged one, because I don't feel worthy of that kind of love. I mean, I didn't. I do now. But, maybe you were right. Maybe I sought out fucked up guys because I felt fucked up. But even if I did, even if that was the case, I now know that I'm just fine. And so are they, without an arm or with scars or overweight, whatever, a wheelchair. It's really the ones that don't see that are the fucked up ones. The ones who make up little nicknames, for example. I wish I could describe to you the absolute wonder we feel together. I mean, dude has his faults. We all do. But right now, we are feeling each other. And that's great. And that is all you need to concern yourself with. Who I date, who I fuck, that is my business. I don't care who you fuck. I'm going to be polite, and I'm going to treat them well. Whether they treat you bad or me bad, then all bets are off. And by the way, and I apologize if this is something you'd rather keep to yourself, Casey only fucked me a couple of times because he is huge. I mean, massive. We had a good time, but some things don't click. We make better friends. So yeah, you can fuck half of Brooklyn if you want to. I'll do my thing, you do yours. But I will say this. If you can't look past some damage or whatever, you are missing out on some really great opportunities. No, not opportunities. People. You are missing out on people. Oh, yeah, and I won't fuck you because you're a slut.
Thank you, Paul. And next up here on the virtual stage, she's a second-year student in the Tisch School of Drama, where she currently trains at the new studio on Broadway. Past credits include Elle in a reading of Disruptions of the Body's Sorrows with Transformation Theater, Inc., also appearing in Orange is the New Black, Season 7, Episode 5 as Rita, and Monica in Divorced, HBO Season 3, Episode 5. Through her artistry, she hopes to encourage you to take action and make the changes that you want to see in the world. Please welcome Ariana Perez.
Hi, Ariana Perez, Sophia's monologue from Nilo Cruz's play Two Sisters and a Piano. I've lost a whole life of stitches in this house. A whole life. That's what gets me. So many days gone. I could knit a bedspread for this whole island with all the days. I'll never forget that day that Bobby left the country. When he kissed us on the forehead and he told us not to fall in love, not to get married because he was going to send for us. As if love was a car one could stop with a touch of the brakes. But for me, time stopped. I felt my feet stop growing in my bones and my breasts because I was saving myself for North America. It just feels like my whole life I've been waiting. I haven't lived. You got to travel with your books. You got married when you got tired of waiting. But me, stuck. Taking care of my mom. Stuck. Piano lessons. Stuck. 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 Thank you.
Ariana. And next on stage here, an actor and teaching artist based in Washington, D.C. Select credits include Next Stop Theater Company's 45 Plays for 45 Presidents, which won a Helen Hayes Award for her for supporting actress. Constellation Theater's Melancholy Play, Adventure Theater's The Velveteen Rabbit, Pointless Theater Company's King Ubu, Source Festival Perfect Arrangement. She also was recently performing in Marks in Soho at the 2019 Edinburgh Fringe Festival, has a BA in Theater, the College of William and Mary, Physical Theater Intensive St. Mary's University in Twickenham, England. Please welcome to the stage, Mary Myers.
Hey, stunning people, happy to be here. This is Stalin from Collaborators. It would be a privilege for me, a mere Philistine, to collaborate with the great Mikhail Bulgakov. To collaborate, I mean, just to watch you create, that would be the privilege. You see, I love the theater. I always have. You know the art theater? They gave me this badge. Look, it's a little seagull. In recognition of my support. I love the theater. And I love your work. The White Guard. 15 times. I am probably your #1 fan, almost to the point of obsession. Scary! Okay. So, you are quite clearly an enemy of the state. No. It's what you are. A class enemy. A talented class enemy, it must be said. But that only makes you more dangerous. You are a subversive worm, burrowing its way into the body of the nation, intent upon devouring us from within. Nevertheless, allowing for that, I like you. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Mary. And next here on our virtual stage, an actor and activist who speaks Arabic, French, and English. She graduated from the Stellar Adler School of Acting in New York and is now based in Brooklyn. She utilizes her craft in acting and devising to create dialogue that invokes the understanding of each other and the human condition, no matter our differences, through wisdom and compassion. Her recent Revolution, Hail Alicia, and Out of Salam. Please welcome to the stage, Sarah Bitar.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. I am humbled to be here. This is Extraordinary Eulogy. Mom, what do you mean forget about the visa and come back? I'm in the middle of my application, have already spent 50 hours of my life composing letters about how extraordinary I am, which is basically like writing my own eulogy in the present tense. Sarah is a great add to the American industry. Her Middle Eastern roots and cultural richness are going to change the course of artistry forever and transform old narratives. Can you believe they're making us write a 3-year work itinerary? How am I supposed to know what I'm doing on April 17th, 2023? I don't know what I'm going to eat in the next 3 hours. Not even Beckett could attain this level of absurdity. Anyway, forget about Beckett. I miss you. I've been manifesting teleportation. What a dream to hop over for a day, kiss you on your chubby cheeks, and tickle you so hard you start yelling at me. But I would never second guess your love for me. Hop over for your kebab sunniye and come back to New York for 99 cents pizza, the best pizza you could ever have. Speak Lebanese Arabic one day and American English the next, to embody the real schizophrenia that I feel on the inside. I can't come back, Mama. I have to stay here and get the visa. I will get it! I will get it. Thank you, everyone.
Sarah. And next on the virtual stage here, a senior at Johns Hopkins University, majoring in psychology and minoring in theater arts and studies. She hails originally from northern Massachusetts and has been performing in both plays and musicals for 7 years. Recent credits include Man in Chair in The Drowsy Chaperone, Amy in Little Women, and Lily Bell in The Curious Savage. An Indian woman fiercely proud of her identity, Ritika is thrilled and grateful for the opportunity to showcase her love of theater and her interpretation of Transformation Theater's mission. Please welcome to the stage Ritika Komoretti.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ritika Komoretti, and I will be performing a monologue from the Laramie Project. We went to the candle vigil, and it felt so good to be with people who felt like shit. I kept thinking I don't deserve to feel this bad, And someone got up there and he said, Well, he said blah, 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 blah. And then he said, okay, I'm saying it wrong, but basically he said, come on, guys. Let's show the world that Laramie is not this kind of a town. But it is kind of town. If it wasn't this kind of a town, then why did this happen here? You know what I mean? I mean, that's a lie. Because it happened here. So how could this not be the town where this kind of thing happens? I mean, that's just totally like looking at an Escher painting and getting all confused. I mean, that's just totally circular logic. Like, how can you even say that? And we have to mourn this, and we have to be sad that we live in a town, a state, a country where shit like this happens. I mean, these are people trying to distance themselves from this crime. And we need to own this crime. I feel everyone needs to own this. We are like this. We are like this. We are like this. Thank you.
And thank you, Ritika. And next year, based in Los Angeles, his love for performing was confirmed at 15 when his mother encouraged him to reenact Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech at church. He has since used his gifts to tell stories of chivalry, integrity, and courage on both stage and screen. Malcolm attended Howard University, graduating with a finance degree in 2014. After devoted time on Wall Street, Malcolm realized his purpose was rooted in service to the arts and believes his mission is to show the power of faith in Christ through truthful and relevant storytelling. Please welcome to the stage, Malcolm Carter.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Malcolm, and I'll be performing a monologue from August Wilson's Jitney, portraying the character Youngblood. No, Rena, people believe what they want to believe, what they set up in their mind to believe. Okay, I know what it looked like when I was gone all the time and not bringing home any money, but you could have noticed I was tired. You could have said, Darnell ain't talking too much because he's tired. You could have noticed that I didn't act like somebody running the streets. I didn't come home smelling like alcohol and perfume, and I didn't dress like somebody running the streets. If you had thought it all the way through, you would have noticed how excited I was when I got that UPS job. How I asked you if I can take it. You would have noticed that I was planning things. I wasn't sitting around drinking beer and playing cards. How I get up early on Sunday and I go out to the airport to try to make a few extra dollars before the Jitney station opened. But you ain't seen all of that. You ain't seen the new Darnell. You still working off your memory, but the past is over and done with. All right? I'm thinking about the future. You're not the only one who thinks about Jesse. That's why I'm trying to do something different, baby. That's why I'm trying to buy a house. Maybe I should have told you about the house. Maybe I did do it wrong, but I've done it. I tried to show you I loved you, but what'd I get for it? But I know when you place your hand in mine, you gotta say, Darnell's not gonna let me down. He loves me. I don't wanna make no more mistakes in life. And I don't wanna do nothing to mess this up. And I don't wanna be getting old and be talking about I had me this little old gal one time, but I ain't seen her in 22 years. I want you. Baby, I told you that. You already my pride. I want you to be my joy. Because there but one thing I done wrong. And I stay away from you. One night too long.
And thank you, Malcolm. And next on stage here, she performs, cantors, and teaches voice in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. She and her husband, Thomas, met at a dinner theater in Austria and now have 7 children. Favorite role victims in No Way to Treat a Lady, and Lily Garland on the 20th Century. Nancy plays tuba in the Colson Family Jazz Band based in Northern California, and she's represented by the Cachette Talent Agency. Please welcome to the stage, Nancy Bartkey.
Hi, my name is Nancy Bartka. My monologue is called Haunted.
The ghost of Lee Harvey Oswald is haunting the cupboard under my kitchen sink, and my children just will not believe me. I shouldn't even have told them about it. Sarah, the oldest, has this way of looking at her brothers like I can't see her, like they're just waiting for me to leave so they can discuss which nursing home to put me in. I know it was Lee Harvey Oswald because he first announced himself with a gunshot that I could hear all the way upstairs. I was coming down the stairs when I heard the second shot coming from just below the kitchen sink. When I opened the cupboard, I heard the third. Of course, there were 3 shots. Don't let anyone tell you there wasn't. Sarah says that a banging in an old house don't mean it's infested with Lee Harvey Oswald. That's what she said, infested. She said, it's the pipes, not gunshots. She said she'll call a plumber. But I opened the cupboard myself after the 3rd gunshot. And Lee Harvey Oswald's voice was there, yelling in Russian. It sounded offensive, so I closed the door. I don't know why this matters to anyone. It certainly ain't a big deal to me. He stays safely contained in the cupboard. Even that troubled soul needs a dank corner to spend the afterlife in. If all troubled men are forced to shamble about the earth after they die, then my cupboards may be teeming with them already. Maybe they sit there, cramped and with aching joints in their ghostly legs, listening to the sounds of my footsteps. Of course, there were 3 shots. Don't let anyone tell you there wasn't.
And next year on our virtual stage, our next actor received her MFA in acting at the Catholic University of America. Soon, Danielle will be in Zoom rehearsals for a summer festival. Professional credits include Belle Imperia, the Spanish tragedy, A Reading with Sweet Tea Shakespeare, Kathleen Bloomsday with Washington WSG, Miss Prospering Garnet, Candida with WSG, Beatrice Joanna, The Changeling, and Delio, the Duchess of Malfi with Brave Spirits Theater Company. Please welcome to the stage, Danielle Scott.
Hi, my name is Danielle. I will be doing a monologue from Stop Kiss. They're finished building that building across from your apartment. Sarah, can you hear me? They're going to start you on physical therapy tomorrow. Just little stuff. Range of motion, just something to get your blood moving. You've got a lot of cards and letters. I'll read some to you later. You know your parents are here. Yeah, I think they're doing their best. I think they're doing okay, considering. And well, you getting better, it makes them feel better, yeah. You know they look at me. Your parents, they look at me like I am some dirty old man, and the TV, the newspapers, the radio, my station, my own station. When they ran the report, they identified me. Traffic reporter for this station, and now everybody, I mean the guy at the deli. I used to be the blueberry muffin lady, and now I am the lesbian traffic reporter whose lover got beat up. And I've gotten letters from 2 women whose girlfriends were killed during attacks, and they sent me these heartbreaking letters about what they've been through. And they tell me to speak truth to power. But I don't know what that means. Do you? Sarah? Do you know me? Do you know who I am?
And next up here on our virtual stage, a proud actress, thespian, and all-around creative from Prince George's County, Maryland. She graduated with a degree in theater and media performance from Stevenson University and has been professionally pursuing her career in television, film, and theater arts ever since. With collaboration from other creatives from the DMV, she's written, directed, and produced her own thought-provoking projects. Some of her latest accomplishments have been booking a supporting role in a BET Her film, placing into the top 32 of the Monologue Madness 2020 Quarantine Challenge, and starting a business as a nail technician. Please welcome to the virtual stage, Courtney Crimson.
Hello, everyone. My name is Courtney Crimson, and I will now be performing Annalise Keating's speech to the Supreme Court from How to Get Away with Murder. Racism is built in the DNA of America. And as long as we turn a blind eye to the pain and suffering of those it's oppressing, we will never escape those origins. The only safeguard people of color have is a right to a defense, and we won't even give them that, which means that the promise of civil rights has never been fulfilled. Due to the failure of our justice system, our public defense system in particular, Jim Crow is alive and kicking. Jim Crow is alive and kicking. They made it illegal for Blacks and whites to be buried in the same cemeteries. They categorize people into quadroons and octoroons. They punish a Black person for receiving medical attention in a white hospital. Some claim that slavery has ended, but tell that to the inmates who are locked in cages and are told that they don't have any rights at all. People like my client, Nathaniel Leahy, and millions of other African Americans who are relegated to a subclass of human existence in our prisons. There is no alternative to justice in this case. There is no other option. To decide against my plaintiff is to choose to line the pockets of prison owners over providing basic defense for those who live in them. And is that the America this court really wants to live in? When money is more important than humanity, but criminality is confused with mental health. The Sixth Amendment was ratified in 1791. It's been 226 years since then. Let's finally guarantee civil rights for all of its citizens. Thank you.
Thank you, Courtney. And next on our virtual stage, born in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, she attended Frostburg State University as a theater arts major and public relations. She was featured in a handful of plays. After graduating, she started her path as a theater teacher for Building Better People Productions and Maryland's Parks and Rec, where she also directed theater camps for 2 summers in a row. During her post-grad life, she became a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. In 2019, she packed up and moved to San Francisco, attending the Academy of Art University, and received her MFA in acting in December of 2020. When she's not acting, she's working on her home organizational business called Rearrange and her YouTube channel, Acting Up with Melanie Finney. Please welcome to the virtual stage, Melanie Finney.
Hi, my name is Melanie Finney, and this is Protective Shield. I keep things in. Things. Emotions. My emotions. I know it's probably not the best, but I have a tendency to show no emotion when I'm feeling an emotion. Because I feel like by showing an emotion in front of people, it makes me weak and vulnerable, and then I'm out of control. And when I'm out of control, I get anxiety. Every time I've opened myself up to somebody, they stab me in the back. So I guess I have a hard time with that. Trusting people. It could be anybody. Family, friend, boyfriend. I don't think I've ever truly trusted anybody in my life. It's like this protective shield that I've created, and it only gets stronger with time. I desire to be vulnerable, but at the same time, I desire to stay protected. I feel torn. Every time I jump out and I take those risks, I get hurt. And I'm not sure if I should keep taking those risks.
Thank you, Melanie. And next year on the virtual stage, an actor, writer, and teacher from Atlanta, Georgia, who obtained a degree in film and television performance from the New York Conservatory for Dramatic Arts in 2018. His most recent credits include Titus Andronicus, Rogue Ensemble, Ghost with Alliance Theater, and Macbeth with Adirondack Arts. He also self-published a poetry book last year. Please welcome to the virtual stage, Miles Wright.
Howdy, everyone. My name is Miles Wright, and I'll be doing a monologue from I Am a Man by Marcus Gardley. Soon and very soon, I will be dead. A second ago, I was shot in the back by a police officer or a rival gang member or a stray bullet or a trigger-happy neighbor on Neighborhood Watch. In the end, it doesn't matter what or who killed me because their race or verdict will not bring me back to life. I just want you to know before I bleed to death that I don't want to be your victim. I want my death to save a life, so don't be sad. And don't simply give my mama money to feed your bleeding heart. Instead, please, I beg you, get angry. Get angry enough to act, harass, make demands of your mayor, your congressperson, your president, until you feel the weight of your rage. March with me in the streets stained with my blood and let pyres of guns and bullets burn on corners to light my vigil. And then, if you have any faith left, scream my name to a loving God until the earth trembles, until your voice box cracks in your throat, and until one night in this country goes by where a Black youth does not become a casualty of the evening news. Look at me. I am worth 1,000,000 stars. I am not your greatest fear. I am a man.
And thank you, Miles. And next up here on the virtual stage, a college student at Johns Hopkins University. And she says she has a love for theater, acting, and writing. Been writing and performing her own plays and stories for as long as she can remember, and falls in love with it more and more each day. She's passionate about increasing diversity in film and theater and hoping to bring some of her own experiences into that world as well. Please welcome to the virtual stage, Christine G.
Hi, my name is Christine G. I will be performing a monologue from The Farewell by Lulu Wang. You know, one of the few good memories of my childhood were those summers at Nene's. They had that garden. Yaya and I used to catch dragonflies. And then we just moved to the States. Everything was different. Everyone was gone. And it was just the three of us. You chose to leave. You were adults and you understood why. I was just a kid. No one ever asked me how I felt or what I wanted. I just had to trust you. And you told me it was a good thing to leave. But it didn't feel like a good thing when you and Dad fought every day because we didn't have enough money, or when I was the weird Chinese girl at school who didn't speak any English and didn't have anyone to talk to. I wanted to believe it was a good thing. But all I saw was fear in your eyes. And then Yaya died. And you guys didn't even tell me he was sick. So it just felt like he just vanished suddenly. And I never got to see him again. Every time I went back to China, he was just gone. The house is gone. Atia is gone. Our Beijing home is gone. And soon she'll be gone too.
And thank you, Christine. And our final actor is a DMV native pursuing a professional acting career. He's been fortunate enough to take classes at Shakespeare Theater Company and Theater Lab in order to hone his craft. Walter was most recently seen in Ada and the Engine at Silver Spring Stage Theater playing Lord Byron. Please welcome to the virtual stage, Walter C.A. Riddle.
Hi, good evening. My name is Walter C.A. Riddle, and I'll be doing a monologue from A Raisin in the Sun. I live the answer! In my village at home, it is the exceptional man who can even read a newspaper or whoever sees a book at all. When I go home, much of what I will have to say will seem strange to the people of my village, but I will work and teach, and things will happen slowly and swiftly. At times, it will seem that nothing changes at all, and then these sudden dramatic events which make history leap into the future, and then quiet again. Retrogression even. Guns, murder, revolution. And I will have moments when I wonder if the quiet was not better than all the death and hatred, but I will look about my village at all the ignorance and illiteracy and disease, and I will not wander long. And perhaps I will be a great man. I mean, perhaps I will hold on to the substance of truth and find my way always on the right course. And perhaps for it I'll be butchered in my bed some evening by servants of empire. Or perhaps I will grow to be a very old man, respected and esteemed in my new nation. Or perhaps I will run for office. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, Olayo. Perhaps the things that I believe now for my country will be wrong and outmoded, and I will not understand, and I will do terrible things to have things my way or to merely keep my power. Don't you see that there will be young men and women, not British soldiers then, but my own black countrymen to step out of the shadows some evening and slit my then useless throats? Don't you see that they have always been there? That they always will be? And that such a thing as my own death would be in advance. They who might kill me even actually replenish all that I was.
Alrighty, thank you, Walter. And that's all of our 22 actors for tonight. Congratulations and great job to all of our actors. While we tabulate the scores here from our judges, I would like to share this brief message from Transformation Theater's artistic director, Carl Randolph.
Hello, I'm Carl Randolph, founder and artistic director for Transformation Theater. On behalf of my founding partner, Heidi Kessel-Smith, our executive director, Kia McCoy, and the board of directors, I want to welcome you to Transformation Theater. It's hard to believe that we are now 2 years old. What an amazing journey it has been, and the journey is just beginning. I want to take this opportunity to tell you more about who we are, where we are going, and how you can be a part of this journey with us. You'll even meet a few people who we have had the pleasure to work with and now call family. We incorporated Transformation Theater as a 501c3 on April 22nd, 2019, as an opportunity for theater artists at every level of their career to have another place to safely practice their art. But more than that, we are dedicated to only producing new works that explore underrepresented and marginalized people and cultures. When we started, we had a plan and a new process. The process begins with the playwright, dramaturg, and director. Then we provide a reading with professional actors and a talkback for feedback from the audience. Then possibly fully produce the play the following year. Well, that was the plan. Then 2020 happened, and we all know what came with that. However, we prevailed and discovered a new platform to tell the stories that need to be told. We went virtual with stories that we believe need to be told for today and help build the future we see possible. We still provide a talkback after each reading so that you, the audience, can ask questions from the cast, director, dramaturg, and the playwright. It's a huge step in the process of creating the best play possible. With a renewed vigor and a stronger commitment to our mission, we're getting a brand new look. This year, we brought into our family our live stream technical director, Jordan Young. With his expertise, we are building a cleaner way to present our online content. With the talented Joe Grimshaw, we have a new logo. We feel this logo better represents who we are and the community that we serve, and that we stand as a company of diversity. I'm often asked, why new works of underrepresented people and cultures? We believe that every person needs to be seen as a human being first. That while we have different challenges in life, we also share many of the same challenges. We appreciate the efforts of non-traditional casting. However, we want to find new works that are written particularly about and or by those who are underrepresented in theater. We also attempt to cast authentically whenever possible. Rather than attempting to correct or rewrite history, we want to challenge and influence the present and the future. We're very excited to announce that we will continue to present readings of new plays every other month online. This allows us to have a larger range of people to work with on a global level. It also allows those who would not normally go to a theater to experience a play that they may otherwise not have been able to see. The stories we are telling are often sensitive and may at times be even triggering for the audience and performers. That's why we include a roundtable discussion the month prior to the scheduled reading. The roundtables bring together experts in that particular field, along with advocates and supporters, to share their experiences and how to better deal with those themes and topics in the upcoming reading. But we are still a theater, and we are eagerly awaiting the time when we can all share a story together in the same space. In the hopes that we will be allowed to share theater together again, we are tentatively planning 2 fully produced plays chosen from the readings we have produced over our first 2 years. This is where you can join our team. Let us know what you want to see. Go to our website, where you will find a survey that includes all of the plays we have produced a reading for, and let us know which 2 we should produce in 2022. And most importantly, log into a reading or roundtable. This is your opportunity to become part of our process in bringing to life these new plays about your community and to possibly see a reflection of your own experiences. You, the audience, are an important part of the transformation. Like all theaters in the US, we need your help. As an audience member, I am sure you have heard this time and time again, but it's the nature of our industry. All of our readings and roundtables are free of charge. However, there are still expenses associated with them. As a young company, we are still another year away from being eligible for the majority of grants, which is why we depend almost exclusively on contributions from individuals like you. Please visit our website to make a tax-deductible donation and to support our mission. Any amount is helpful.
Hello, my name is Kajori Bhattacharya, and I'm a dramaturg with Transformation Theater. I chose Transformation Theater because of their message that is so inclusive of everyone and putting forth stories that we don't always hear in the media. And my experience with the people of Transformation Theater have been nothing but fun, open, so much conversation about how we can take the work to the next step. What is the best way to represent the stories that we are telling in the best light and in the most truthful and authentic way possible. And that's why I enjoy working with Transformation Theater.
Hi, I'm Anuj Parikh, and this background is from Transformation Theater's January 2021 reading of American Divide, in which I played Kamal. I chose to work with Transformation Theater primarily because of the story and points of view that this play explored, which not only permitted so-called diverse casting, but required it in service to the text, to the work, to the world being created, to the story being told. These are the types of plays we need to see.
Hi, my name is DC Cathro. I'm a playwright, and I worked with Transformation Theater on my script Chai. It was originally scheduled to be a live reading, but then COVID happened, and so rather than canceling, Transformation Theater shifted and did it virtually and online, and it was a lot of scrambling, a lot of reworking things, but they were great to work with, and we pulled off a really helpful, informative reading, and I'm very grateful.
Hi, my name is Max Gill, and I was fortunate enough to have a play reading done by Transformation Theater earlier this year. But I really want to talk about their mission statement. They focus on underrepresented groups, but what really impressed me was that my play had characters representing a number of different ethnicities. And the team at Transformation put in the hard work of ensuring that it was appropriately and accurately cast with a similarly diverse group of actors. And I really appreciated that.
Hi, my name is Farron Stephanie Greenmore, and I worked with Transformation Theater on my play Disruptions of the Body Saris in 2020. I initially chose to work with them because I was really intrigued by their whole production process of developing a script over multiple drafts, and I found the process to be really beneficial as a playwright to be in the room with such collaborative, respectful people. It really was a pleasure working with them.
What I love most about Transformation Theater Company is its incredible mission of serving underrepresented voices. And that's something that can span so many different communities and cultures and really go in depth into human stories and bring them to light. I've worked with Transformation as a director and also have become a member of its board. And I celebrate this company, and I hope that you'll be joining us in the audience soon.
And thank you once again. A congratulations to Transformation, a 2-year anniversary, definitely a milestone, and making it through this very troublesome year that we've all had. So congratulations for making it to year number 2, and may the next few years, may the next couple of years be very prosperous for you as we make our way into the post-pandemic world. So as we wait for scores to come up here and get the tabulations for our winners, I want to give a shout out. We've got 2 birthdays amongst our actors here in our top 22. I want to give a shout out to Walter Riddle and Corianne Stein, both having birthdays today, I believe. So happy birthday to you both.
Hey, well, thank you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday as well.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. You too.
Thank you. How's life been celebrating a birthday here during the pandemic, year 2 during the pandemic?
We're going.
Yeah.
It's been a bumpy road, at first, but I think we're starting to stable ourselves out, in whatever capacity that is. But yeah, it's starting to smooth itself out and starting to get a little stronger right now. So yeah. How about yourself, Corinne? Kariana?
I actually have been very lucky to be able to celebrate both birthdays with my family. And we've had seafood meals both times. So I am very happy.
That's great. Well, happy birthday to both of you. Thanks for being here with us. We're still waiting on our scores here. So I'm going to ask Jordan if you could pull in some of our judges, however many we can get in the room with me here. I do have a question for our judges based on what you've seen tonight. There we go. So I'd like to ask, first starting off with any of our casting folks, those who work in casting, when you are heading into, say, a mass audition, you're casting something, a mass audition, actors have that one shot to wow you to get a call back. What are you looking for in the very short amount of time that an actor has to wow you in the audition room?
Which I think, because I work in film and TV, I mean, you just never know who you're going to need. So you have to be present with everybody that's auditioning, as opposed to a theater with, obviously, their shows that they're going to do over the season. And so it's really somebody who's believable and connected to the material, because I know that's going to translate when I give them material for a show that I'm working on.
Sure. Stephen?
Somebody who's present, prepared, and sort of ready to play, because I like to converse and give direction just to see kind of what their level of comfortability is. But preparation and presence are probably 2 things I think of.
Charlie, how about yourself?
Someone who's able to bring their best self into the room, whatever that self is, and someone who will be connected with me and doesn't mind chatting.
Okay, and then so Krista, when it comes to a performer, when you walk into a room as an actor, especially in an open call format for a show, how do you prepare? What do you want to do in that very limited amount of time that you have before that table of casting directors?
It usually would depend upon what type of audition, but particularly with music, is that this is as much as a collaboration as it is that I am looking for a job. So I'm looking to make everyone feel comfortable as well as myself, and to give plenty of options of what it is that you want to hear, and be ready to give any of those options.
And Terry, when it comes to a callback, what do you do to stand out when it comes to, you and a handful of other actors in a callback situation? And I'm sure you've been through many of those yourself. What do you do to stand out when you've made it down to that last handful of actors in the room?
Well, I think the most important thing for anybody in a situation like, don't compare yourself to anybody. You are uniquely who you are. And those people be sitting behind the desk, they pretty much know who they want by the time you walk into that room. So be prepared. Be as prepared as you can possibly be, and relax and just have fun. You're either gonna get it or you won't. So don't worry about it. Honestly.
Okay, exactly. And I know that collectively amongst our judges panel here, you all have some funny stories of, things that you must do in the audition room, things that, are no-nos in the audition room. Can any of you share, like, I guess maybe a pet peeve, something that's like, oh, don't do that when when you're in the audition room? What's a no-no? What's something you can't do? Steven?
I'm going to be vague, but this was a big open call, And someone from the theater was operating as the monitor as well as casting director. And somebody in the waiting room didn't know that, was late for the open call. They were told to come back to another call that was after lunch. And they basically told this person that if they didn't get in after lunch, they were going to punch them in the face.
Oh, wow.
So the problem was then that person had this photo and went in the room and said, this person said they're going to punch me in the face. And we were like, ooh. So don't do that. Because you don't know who anybody is in that room or waiting.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We want to see what those relationships are and how you play with other people as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Kimberly, what about yourself?
Well, I love when people create purposeful communication, but there's always that fine line that you can ask all the right questions, and then sometimes people just take it too far. I'm, again, as I've said, that I study theater, so I'm definitely an actor's casting director, but I have been in the room when directors and producers are there. And at first, you know, they're engaged in the conversation, asking about the character and about the project. And then there's always that last question that takes it over the edge. So just read the room and make sure that you're asking purposeful communication questions and that you stop and get to your work.
Charlie, how about yourself?
I cannot stress this enough, although I'm sure we all know this. Please be nice to the reader. Please don't shout at the reader. Please give. I've seen actors cross over the reader's side to create what they hope is a very tense, passionate moment. No one wants that.
And then my last question to Kristen and Terry. Many actors, you know, we've got that one shot to, you know, make an impression in the audition room for whatever we go in for. Do you have any funny stories of things that, you know, where you goofed or you've done something but still landed the role, or just, you know, a funny moment that stands out of your career?
I did not land the role, but I had met a writer previously for the same show, probably about 10 years before, and I got called in 10 years later to come in for a different part. And without realizing who I was, I made myself known to exactly who I was by spilling his coffee upon himself. And then a bad joke, which was probably the same joke from 10 years ago, and everything was just shut down after that. I should have just left then, or could have just sung to the wall. No.
Well, early in my career, I auditioned for a touring company of Porgy and Bess, and I walked in and they said, "Oh, what are you going to sing today?" And I said, "I'm going to do Un Bel Dì." And they said, "Okay." And I started singing, "Oh, mio babino," all that, and went up. But do you think that I would stop and say, "I'm sorry, can I start?" No, I made the words up. Like they wouldn't know it was fake Italian. I did not get the job, by the way. And my friend John, who set it up for me, I said, "John, do you think they knew?" He said, "Of course they knew, Terry."
Oh my God!
I put it in a one-woman show. So.
Oh my God!
Hey, that's what it's all about. Artists, you use that material and put it into a woman's show. I love it. So again, I want to say thank you so much to all of our judges panel. Thank you all so very much. I have the results here, and I want to get these underway. So what I will do is first I will start with our second runner-up. And once again, our second runner-up will be taking home $122 tonight. And our second runner-up is, let me get here we go. One second. There we go. All right, so our second runner-up tonight is Vincenzo McNeil, taking home the $122. Our first runner-up tonight is Walter Riddle. And we have our, there is Walter, there they are. Congratulations. Our Audience Choice Award winner tonight is going to Ritika Comoretti. Congratulations, Ritika. All righty, and tonight's grand prize winner of the $1,222, the winner of tonight's 2-minute monologue challenge, produced by Transformation Theater, is Miles Wright.
No.
So congratulations to each of our winners, and we have just a quick moment. I will let each of our winners here say a couple of few words. So let's start with Vincenzo.
Okay. I don't know what to say. Thank you. It's been awesome. I wish I could see everyone else perform. It was good, minus the technicalities. It worked out. It worked out.
Awesome. Thank you. And Walter, birthday boy.
Yeah. Well, thank you again. I definitely appreciate the opportunity. And I was fortunate enough to see Miles' monologue, so I definitely know what he was bringing with it. And yeah, thank you again. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. And once again, happy birthday, Ritika.
No, where is she?
I think Ritika may have dropped. We may have got her off there.
She was
Miles.
so excited with her whole episode.
I know. Miles. Ritika had to leave, they're telling me. So Miles, I'm not sure if you know that you have won. Miles, you are our winner tonight. I'm also receiving a note that please tell Miles that he won. So Miles Wright, congratulations. You are our 2-minute monologue champion. I think there we go. His screen froze. Congratulations. And do you have
yeah, man, congrats.
A few words, Miles, a few words.
A few words from me. Wow, we know that this always ends badly. I want to say thank y'all, man. And first of all, thank you for letting everyone bring awareness to minorities and everyone that has been misrepresented in the media and throughout history. I think that it's really wonderful that we all were able to present these pieces and call attention to everything that's going on in the world. So that's my speech. Like, I don't even want to call attention to me. Thank you for everyone presenting the best of yourselves. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Miles, and congratulations again to you. So that does conclude the 2-minute monologue competition. I want to say congratulations again to all of our actors who participated tonight. Thank you again to all of our judges and our sponsors. And congratulations to Carl Randolph and your team on the 2nd year anniversary. Congratulations to you as well. The next reading from Transformation will be a virtual reading of Runtime Era by Elena Gartner on Tuesday, May the 11th, 2021 at 7 p.m. So thank you again, everyone, so much. Thank you for supporting the arts, and especially during this trying time. And I can't wait to see everyone when we're back in the room together. So thank you and have a great night.
Bravo.
Congrats, everybody.